Imagine a narrow stretch of water that has the power to impact global trade and security. Welcome to the Bab el Mandeb Strait, also called the Gate of Tears. This small but important waterway lies between the Horn of Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. On one side of the strait is Yemen, which is experiencing ongoing civil war, while on the other side is Djibouti, home to military bases from powerful countries. But why does this tiny strait matter so much to the world? Let's explore the complex politics of the Bab el Mandeb, where every wave draws the attention of global powers. Please subscribe to our channel for updates on more videos like these. The Bab el Mandeb is located between the Horn of Africa and the southern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. On one side, you've got Eritrea and Djibouti, and on the other side, Yemen. The strait connects the Red Sea to the Gulf of Aden, and beyond that, the Indian Ocean. Its strategic location makes it a key link in the shipping route between Asia and Europe. At its narrowest point, the Bab el Mandeb is divided into two channels by the island of Perim, also known locally as Mayun. Just a few miles further south, you'll find the scattered Seven Brothers Island extending from the coast of Djibouti. This area is highly contested because of how crucial it is to global trade. The name Bab el Mandeb translates to Gate of Tears, or Gate of Grief in Arabic. Historically, this name might have come from the dangerous waters and currents that have claimed many ships. But today, the tears come from a different kind of crisis: geopolitical conflict and instability. This strait is one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. In fact, the International Maritime Organization estimates that up to a quarter of global shipping passes through here. That's billions of tons of cargo every year, including around 4.5 million barrels of oil per day. Oil from the Persian Gulf and Asia flows through this route to Europe and beyond, making it a lifeline for the global economy. But recently, the Bab el Mandeb has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. The strait is surrounded by some of the least developed countries in the world, many of which are engulfed in conflict. On its eastern edge lies Yemen, the poorest and least developed country in the region. Since 2015, it has been engulfed in a brutal civil war with different factions vying for power. On one side, there's the internationally recognized government of Yemen, supported by a Saudi-led coalition that includes the United States. On the other hand, the Houthis are predominantly Shia and have aligned with Iran, which sees them as part of its axis of resistance against Western influence in the Middle East. Their mission includes pushing the United States out of the region, destroying Israel, and intimidating the regional partners like Saudi Arabia out of those countries. This conflict isn't just a local affair, it's a proxy war, with Iran on one side and Saudi Arabia, backed by the United States, on the other. And what makes this conflict even more dangerous is that the Houthis control large parts of western Yemen, right next to the Bab el Mandeb. They have used Iranian-supplied weapons to target ships passing through the Red Sea, including those connected to Israel and the US, disrupting vital shipping routes. This strategy is designed to threaten Saudi Arabia's borders, while also protecting Iranian vessels in the Red Sea, giving Iran a chance to evade the US and Western-imposed sanctions on oil shipping. In response, the US and its allies have bombed Houthi targets, while naval missions have increased to protect commercial ships in the region. These attacks have had a ruinous impact on shipping in the Red Sea. In some cases, ships have been forced to avoid the Bab el Mandeb altogether, opting for the much longer and costlier route around the Cape of Good Hope in Africa. This adds weeks to shipping times and increases costs, affecting global supply chains and causing price hikes in goods from oil to electronics. To make things worse, piracy has been a long-standing issue in the region, especially from Somalia, which lies to the southeast. Pirates and militant groups have posed a serious threat to international shipping for years. Now, with the added threat of Houthi attacks, the Bab el Mandeb has become even more dangerous. So, how do countries respond to these threats? Military bases. Djibouti, situated right at the southern entrance of the Red Sea, hosts military bases from several global powers. The reason why Djibouti hosts numerous military bases is because of its strategic location near the Bab el Mandeb Strait, and secondly, Djibouti is a stable country as compared to its volatile neighbors, like Eritrea, Somalia, and Yemen. This makes Djibouti an ideal base for global powers to maintain military forces, to launch anti-piracy missions, and protect commercial vessels in the region. The largest U.S. base in Africa, Camp Lemonnier, is located here, with over 4,000 personnel stationed there. This base plays a critical role in U.S. operations in Yemen and Somalia, and ensures the safe passage of ships through the Bab el Mandeb. China, too, recognizes the strategic importance of Djibouti. With nearly 80% of its exports to Europe passing through the Red Sea, China has established a military base here, reflecting its growing interest in safeguarding its trade routes. For global powers like the US and China, maintaining a military presence in Djibouti is about more than just securing trade routes. China's base, for example, not only supports its naval operations, but also highlights its growing geopolitical ambitions across Africa and the Indian Ocean. The Bab el Mandeb might be small in size, but its impact on the world is massive. It's a choke point for global trade, a hotspot for conflict, and a focal point for great power competition. As long as tensions in the region continue, the world will keep watching this Gate of Tears. Thanks for watching. If you found this video informative, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this.